this is Tanya. How are you? This is another beautiful day in Southern California. And I just launched my video yesterday for National Poetry Month. And so today's the day 2. And I got a couple of like a good friends or people send me some email about the video. I was really afraid because it's first time we didn't have much, but I really urge you to share with you what's going on with the word and poetry. So that I got the email from my friend. You know what makes me happy right now? Having a chance to see you sitting in the backyard with your poetry and your dog sharing your heart. It makes me so happy. I have a big smile on my face. So that makes me really happy. And then there's my dog, very happy, having her bone that is a Mac. And thank you for my son Ingi, who's taping me. And another friend sent me, your poems are wonderful. I feel a kinship with you. I love the way you talk about the happiness in sharing your poetry, even across the world. Thank you. So that makes me really happy. And so in National Poetry Month, I do 3 things. I committed to do 3 things. I'm sending a poem to my friends every day, and then I'm doing poetry reading, and then I'm posting one of the really good quote on my Facebook. And today I find from The Wheel of Life from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, and it say, live so that you don't look back and regret that you've wasted your life. Live so you don't regret the things you have done or wish that you have act differently. Live life honestly and fully. Live. So that is really wonderful. And I thought about there's I found something about if you don't have to worry about something, what would you do? Would you like to do stand-up comedy or do something creative or dancing, whatever? Why don't you write down something that what would you like to do, and then you don't feel regret? This is the perfect time to think about it, don't you think? So I want to give you a minute, and then what would you like to do? And someone just sent me, which is really local about my YouTube for first launching, but he sent me email saying, oh, I really like to learn how to do YouTube, so can you teach me how? So that makes me really proud. So just give you a moment and then think about what would you like to do. And also another person sent me email asking what was this frame yesterday, this lady. So this is my book, the War Still Within, and this is from pictures from Comfort Women 1944, and her name is Park Yong-shim, and actually she was witness herself. That was her pregnant lady who's in the picture, and I believe Park Yong-shim passed away 2009, and now the Comfort Women only have 19 survivors. So I'm gonna continue to write about Comfort Women and share the story, untold stories. So that's what I wanted to talk about it. And if you have any questions, please let me know. You could ask questions on my YouTube, and then you could connect to my Facebook, Tanya Ko Hong. Also my website, www.tanyakohong.com. So today, what I wanted to read to you today is one poem called Second Period. As you know that I am immigrant, and then I came from Korea, and this poem that I wanted to read in Korean first. And what I do sometimes, when I read in Korean, if you don't understand Korean, maybe make up something that you wanted to write about, or maybe you could guess what that sounds like. Things like that will be really kind of exercising your mind and brain and hear another language. What do you think of that? Yeah? So I'm gonna read second period in Korean first and English. 둘째 시간. 어두운 방으로 불려갔다. 창이 없는. 미세스 로페츠가 그림책을 보여주었다. 강, 내가 말한다. 틀렸어. 리버라고 그녀가 말한다. river, 내가 말한다. 리버가 아니라니까. river, 그녀가 말한다. 그렇게 말했어요. river, river, river. 강, 강이에요. 그녀가 고개를 흔든다. 내 입을 봐. river, river. 그 후로 나는 입을 다물었다. Second period. I am called to a little dark room, windowless. Mrs. Lopez shows me a picture book. Kang, I say. No, river, she says. River, I say. Not river. It's a river, she says. That's what I said. River, river, river. Kang, it's a Kang. She shook her head. Look at my mouth, she says. River, river, I say. Then shut my mouth. And it is still very hard to say R sound. Can you imagine that? So today, I thought I'm gonna read you a poem about Generation 1.5, and that was my first book came out, and this is like, what is a Generation 1.5? It's the young kid who came immigrant to their parents, not immigrants, not first generation, between. So we call 1.5 generation. So I have this book published in 1993, and it was in bilingual, both English and Korean. So I'm gonna read first in Korean. 1.5세. 없다, 없다, 없다. 확실한 신혼도, 정확한 국적도, 편한 언어도, 언제나 한 몸속에 너무나 틀린 사람이 사는 것 같은 불편 속에 산다. Generation 1.5. Lack, lack, lack. Identity, citizenship, language. Unawkward, two people living in one body. And that was a self-portrait by my brother, Lawrence Ko, when he was in college, and then he did in photography, and then so I thought it fits really, really well with the poem. So, and then there was the actually the book cover as well too. And for lastly, I think at the time, I think it's the same thing like right now. Lock in, not everything expressed, and a lot of things is going on as an immigrant, and but there's no place to share. And so I wrote this poem, and this poem is kind of long, like a kind of letter poem, and then I'm just gonna read it in Korean. And tomorrow I'm gonna bring a lot of food, Korean food, to share, and then what kind of food involves with in my poetry, because I'm gonna go to Korean market after this. Food is very loving, I think very emotionally related, isn't it? So yes, so let's I'm gonna read it. It's called bulimia. Mom, my stomach hurts. Last night I ate too much at the party. My new friends seem to have bigger stomachs than I do. I try to eat as much as they do, whatever they ate. I don't want them to find out I have bulimia. I overate and overact like all of the food were really delicious. Mom, as you know, my stomach cannot digest the milk products, but I ate like I have no problem with it. My new friends were pleased. I digested their food wonderfully. They do not know I have to put my finger in my throat and throw up. They do not know I cry on my bed at night holding my sick stomach. No one knows I have bulimia. How could I tell you? How could I tell anybody? After party, I came to my room and ran to the toilet bowl and put my finger in my throat. And I threw up and it all came out together. A piece of yellow cheese, white milk, pink ice cream, dark chocolate. It looks disgusting. I thought if I opened my heart now, maybe it would be just look like this yucky stuff. Mom, I'm concerned about my old friends. They think I forgot them. I never forgot them, not even for a moment. However, I have to adjust to new foods. So, I distance myself from our foods. Please tell them I'll visit them soon. How could I forget my childhood friends? How could I stop eating our hot and spicy food? Mom, I gotta go. I feel like vomiting again. I still have bulimia. Do not worry. I'm getting better and better. Mom, I miss you. I know it's really hard time, but let's safe and well. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.